morning's Family Caregiver webinar. I'm very excited for today's topic, and I will introduce our speaker in just a moment, but we have Arnie Garcia on with us as well. My name is Carrie McClellan. I'm the Outreach Manager for ElderHelp, and I am the one who looks for different topics and tries to find out what might be relevant for our family caregivers, for our volunteers, for the general community to learn about new things. So today's topic I'm really looking forward to sharing with all of you. A little bit about how it will work. You are all automatically muted, so if you do have a question, you can feel free to use the raising of your hand feature and you can type your questions in. We will address those at the end of the presentation. So if you want to type in your question as we're talking, and then we'll go ahead and go through those at the end. So feel free to do that. But hopefully everything is working properly up until this point. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started with a couple of slides here, and then I'll introduce the presenter. So before we do get into that, I always just like to start and recognize that we are in the middle of a pandemic still, nearly almost 8 months later. We're all doing things a little bit differently and having to manage and cope, and our life as we've known it is very different. So I am definitely wishing you and your families all the best during these times, and we hope that you are managing okay. A little bit about ElderHelp and our mission. So we support seniors and family members in the community. Our mission is really to support seniors who are still living in their own home, who want to maintain their independence and live with dignity. And sometimes they just need a little bit of support in order to make that happen. So through ElderHelp's programs and our community partners, we're able to help address those concerns and help them out that way. This just gives an idea of what the core services are through ElderHelp. So we provide a lot of information and referral services, so connecting people to the resources that are available to them. We do that for seniors themselves, but also for family members who are caring for a loved one and looking for additional support to help their families. And this is where our webinars come into play, because topics like you'll learn about today are really valuable for not only our seniors and our clients, but also families navigating that process. We are checking in with our clients quite often. We have many different programs that offer that support, and one of those is called our Are You OK program, where we're simply checking in, making sure our clients are doing okay. We also offer transportation through our Seniors A Go-Go program and a variety of other services through our care coordination program, where they have access to social workers and also volunteer services. We support housing for older adults in our community as well, and there's a lot that goes into that. Just to highlight a few of the services that we're currently focusing on during the COVID-19 pandemic, we are really focusing on those essential needs for our clients. So delivery of food and items from ElderHelp's pantry that has been transformed from our office space. So we are providing those necessities to our clients to make sure they have enough. We are also providing rides to medical related appointments only. So we're really focusing on, again, those essential needs. And then of course our check-in calls. And with our check-in calls, we're not only just doing social calls and making sure people are doing okay, but we're also assessing their needs and trying to have an understanding of how we can connect them to additional resources. And that leads me to my next slide, that ElderHelp is definitely a proud energy solutions partner with San Diego Gas and Electric. So we are always trying to get the messages out about different changes and different programs that are available to our clients. So when we are doing those assessments and check-in calls, we're always looking at a variety of needs that our clients might have, and we are so appreciative of being a partner of SDG&E's for several years now, and I am excited to introduce our speaker today. So without further ado, I would like to introduce Arnie Garcia. He is an Energy Solutions Advisor from the Business and Residential Outreach Team for SDG&E. So Arnie, welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us this morning and sharing about all of the different programs and services available.
Carrie, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Before I get started, I want to say a big thank you to ElderHelp. They are a great partner. SDG&E is very proud to be associated with ElderHelp. They provide a great, valuable service to the community, and we're just privileged and very happy to be uh, joined with them, and we hopefully we can continue supporting them. And please feel free to, before I get started, just remember, feel free to reach out to me or to ElderHelp should you have any questions afterwards. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and touch on residential programs and services, and let's see.
Is it
Okay,
allowing?
it is not.
Okay, let me check one more time. Okay, try it again. There it goes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So what I'm going to go ahead and talk about now is SDG&E's current response to the coronavirus. We're going to touch on cool zones, scams. We're going to also discuss the power safety, power shutoffs that you may have heard. I know today for some of you it may be overcast, but it is still very relevant. Payment solutions and our various customer assistance programs, rebates that we offer, and other programs and services. Now on here, I know that you see an opportunity drawing, so I just want to make sure that it's clear that there will not be an opportunity drawing at this time. So please go ahead and disregard that at this time. So moving forward, I want to go ahead and immediately jump in and discuss with you SDG&E's coronavirus response. One of the big things that SDG&E immediately initiated was that for residential customers, we are waiving any late fees that may be associated with your SDG&E bill. Also, outages happen all the time, and a lot of them are planned because SDG&E is constantly improving and maintaining our distribution system, the wires, the pipes. So if it's non-critical, those have been postponed until further notice. So there's a lot less of those taking place. And one thing we do want to go ahead and let you know is that also we are not doing any disconnections at this time. That's, believe it or not, that's actually first and foremost. Should you have any questions, feel free to contact the call center at 800-411 SDGE or 800-411-7343, or simply go to the website. It's very easy to find all this information I just went over at sdge.com/coronavirus, all one word. So cool zones, it is still active, this particular program. It's actually been delegated and run by the county. There are fewer sites, but the sites are available. So some of the sites, for example, are the Lakeside Community Center, the Spring Valley Community Center, the Valley Center Branch Library, the Remote Branch Library. So there are a few sites that are available. So please take advantage of this, but safety first. If you want to know more about the specific sites, the restrictions, the guidelines in terms of COVID-19, feel free to visit sdge.com/cool zones. And you'll find out more information about this. Now, one thing I do want to go ahead and mention, this Cool Zone program is only within the County of San Diego, and it ends October 31st. And let's say we were in a pandemic-free world, the way this Cool Zone program works is that there would be an even bigger, robust list of locations, and these would be places that you can go to cool off during hot weather. And these sites and areas are open to everyone. All right, so I want to go ahead and touch on scams because during the pandemic, unfortunately, they become more prevalent. Anytime there's a crisis or a downturn in the economy or anything along those lines, unfortunately, scam activity increases. So one thing I do want to go ahead and let you know that it's not only SDG&E, it's all customers throughout the country, and utilities seem to be the big target. So one thing I do want to go ahead and let you know is that if you are asked that you need to go ahead and pay your bill, and if you don't do it within the next few hours, your service will be turned off. It is not true. Especially if you have never been contacted by us. And first and foremost, SDG&E's first line of communication to customers is not by a telephone call. That creates a sense of urgency immediately right off the bat. You will get the regular bill, then you'll get another regular bill, then the envelope will change colors to maybe yellow, then it'll change colors again to pink, then there'll be notice left on the door. So there are incremental steps that take place. So if anyone comes to your door, always ask for ID. If we're going to be doing construction or any maintenance, normally we let customers know about that in advance. So that should be one red flag. Also, make sure that the person is wearing SDG&E uniform and has ID. And also, if they came in a car, look for a marked SDG&E vehicle. Always approach all this with the red flag. But the biggest way that people are scammed, though, is via the telephone, and it's because it's past due. You need to put down a big deposit. Your lights will go out within the next few hours if you don't do this. You need to send a wire transfer. No, that is not how it works. It will always be via the mail. So again, these are some things to keep in mind when it comes to scams. And power safety, power shutoffs, as you know, this more so happens in the backcountry, and it's a safety precautionary issue. The power is temporarily turned off in an effort to reduce the risk of wildfires. So these are not just done willy-nilly, so to speak, or not just at the whim of SDG&E. SDG&E does not want to turn off anyone's power. When these do occur, and mostly it's in the backcountry and other areas of the SDG&E territory, first of all, there has to be a red flag warning. Typically, it has to be very arid temperature. We even focus and look at wind gusts and the moisture of the plants in the area. So there's a lot of criteria that has to be met. SDG&E has the most robust distribution of not only technology but weather stations. So a lot of things are taken into consideration before a power safety power shutoff is initiated. And if one is initiated by SDG&E, a community resource center is established in the nearby area where people can come and pick up ice, water, charge their phones, use bathrooms, and also pick up resource information. So these centers are set up anytime anytime there is a power safety power shutoff. If the power is going to be out for 2 days, we are out there for 2 days providing those essential services to customers during that time. Also, there is an app available specific to power shutoffs. So if you go to the Google store on your phone and you look up SDG&E alerts, you'll find an app that will tell you information about the power safety shutoffs, if there's any taking place, what the likelihood is of them, where the resource center is, etc. So that is a new app that is available for folks, for people and their smartphones. Now I'm going to go ahead and touch on residential assistance programs. The first one is called the CARE program, which stands for the California Alternate Rates for Energy. And on average, customers can receive a 30% discount off the bill. So if there are 1 to 2 people in the household and you combined income is less than $34,480, you are eligible for a CARE discount. You can easily sign up for this if you're not on this program already at sdge.com/care. There's an online application. Remember, in about 2 years, you will be audited. You just need to go ahead and provide proof of documentation of your income, and you will remain on the program. But if you qualify for this program, please, by all means, sign up for it. Also, if you are receiving already certain assistance programs, or you're on assistance programs such as Medi-Cal or CalFresh, or are you receiving supplemental security income, you automatically qualify for this. So here are the income qualifications: 3 people in the household total, and between the 3 folks, you're earning $43,440 or less. Please, we encourage you to sign up for this program. One person that's on this program is actually my mom. It never even occurred to her that she would be eligible for this program, but she exactly just by $1 she qualified for the program, and she is on the CARE program. And the very next month she saw the discount, and it was a significant savings. So remember, the CARE program, to sign up for it, sdg.com/care. As I mentioned, you will need to go ahead and re-enroll in the program. We'll notify about the re-enrollment. The biggest reason why folks fall off of the program is because they fail to respond. We're not the IRS, so we're not going to be splitting hairs. Just provide us the documentation showing that you still qualify for the program so you can continue on. Now, if for some reason you just barely can't qualify for it, there is another program, and it's called Pharah. And this particular program, 3 people do need to live in the household, and the income range has to be between $43,000 and $54,000 for 3 people. But instead of a 30% discount, it's more of an 18% discount, which is good because it's increased from 12%. But this only applies to the electric portion of your bill. But like I always say, a little bit of something is better than a whole lot of nothing. So if you don't qualify for CARE, we're going to immediately see if we can qualify you for Pharah. So just to remember, there are 2 programs, CARE and the Pharah program. Now, there's also yet another program, and this one is called the Energy Savings Assistance Program. We call it ESA, but it's the Energy Savings Assistance Program. This program, folks will actually come out to your home. So if you qualify for CARE, you're going to be eligible for the ESA program. What is ESA? We come out to your home. We do an audit. We're trying to make your home more energy fit. We're looking at anything that's causing a draft. We're looking at your major appliances. We're looking at your lighting. And if you have insulation, what type? And we will give you recommendations. So we're not going to tell you these are all the things you have to fix. No, we will come back and we will actually do the things that you qualify for and that need to be upgraded. And this will make your home more energy fit. If it's more energy fit, it will increase in value. If it's more energy fit, it will be more comfortable. And if it's more energy fit, you will be saving money because you'll be using less energy. This is the ESA program. So how do you qualify for the ESA program? Well, if you qualify for CARE, you're going to qualify for ESA. So just go to sdge.com/ESA/ESA. E as an example, S as in Sam, A as in Apple. sdg.com/ESA, and you can sign up for that program. So you're thinking to yourself, well, that's such a great program. It's too good to be true. I'm going to sign up for it, but wait a minute, I don't own my home. Well, as long as we have landlord permission, we can go ahead and make those retrofit changes to your home. And again, that's the ESA program. Again, if you look at the income qualifying guidelines, they're the same as CARE. Now, this program, now that I'm going to be touching on, is the medical baseline allowance. This program has absolutely nothing to do with income. Has nothing to do with income levels. You can live in Fairbanks Ranch, San Ysidro, San Marcos, Fallbrook. It doesn't matter where you live. This one is all about medical and medical conditions. So if you have a medical condition that requires durable medical equipment, and that durable medical equipment was prescribed to you by a physician and needs energy in order for it to recharge or to function, you qualify for this program. All you need to do is you need to download and print out the sdge.com/medical baseline application. Get it signed off by your physician, and then submit the application to us, and you will begin receiving a discount off your baseline allowance. So what does baseline allowance mean? Well, believe it or not, the first batch of energy that you receive is the least expensive batch of electricity, and you're only allotted so much. Well, what happens is your allotment increases of less expensive energy, so you have less expensive energy to go ahead and charge and run your durable medical equipment. So right now, because of we're in this pandemic zone, we are not requiring sign off um, from a physician. It's currently being waived, but as soon as the pandemic is over, we will go ahead and require that. So at this time, we're just asking you to fill out the application and submit it. If you have an eligible diagnosis and an eligible device, you will be put on the medical baseline program, which is another discount program. So please, 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 folks, sign up for the medical baseline allowance program, or if you know someone or you think you know someone, get them on board with this program. Lifeline, just a quick public service announcement that this program, um, it's run by the state, but it provides discounted phone service and cell phone service to eligible discounts. So if you want to know more about it, just go to californialifeline.com, or you can go ahead and call them. Again, californialifeline.com, or you can call them at 866-272-0349. And again, this is just a public service announcement for the California Lifeline program. Now, payment solutions. A lot of folks, when it's the winter or when it's the summer, you have your bill increase in both seasons or sometimes one or the other, and you don't like those fluctuations. One of the easiest ways to just make sure you level off your plan and you are charged pretty much the same thing month in, month out, so you can budget better, and your SDG&E bill is the same every single month. Please sign up for level pay. It's free to sign up. All we do is we look at your last 12 months and then we create an average. And then every 3 months, we see if we owe you a little bit or you owe us a little bit. But for the most part, it stays the same month in and month out. I just recently signed up for it, and it scared me a little bit because the first month I was on it, my bill did increase a little bit, but because that's an average. But then after that, I've been paying the same thing month in and month out. And it's great because I know what my bill's going to be. I don't have to worry about fluctuations or anything along those lines. So again, folks, please sign up for the level pay plan. It's free to sign up, free to participate. Just contact us and we'll get you on the level pay plan. And this is good for both business and residential customers. Another quick thing I want to point out is also the LIHEAP program. So if for some reason you are in somewhat of a bind in terms of paying your bill, please, or you're in some type of crisis at that moment, we also administer an additional program to go ahead and help customers. And it's administered on behalf of SDG&E through 211. So you just pick up your phone, call 211, and they will go ahead and guide you through the LIHEAP program, which stands for Low Income Home Energy Assistance. Low Income Home Energy Assistance, and it provides assistance on their utility bill should there be a crisis, financial crisis at that time. Believe it or not, they also provide weatherization and home improvements as well on top of the other program I discussed. And they can provide bill assistance up to $1,000 per household, depending on the crisis situation. To know more about it or to see if you qualify for it, please contact 211. And also there's the Neighbor to Neighbor program. This one helps customers experiencing temporary financial hardships as well. And they can provide bill assistance of up to $150 per household per year. And then people who are medical baseline and qualify for Neighbor to Neighbor as well, they can receive up to $300 per year in assistance. Again, this program is also administered by 211 San Diego. So you would just call 211 for San Diego if for some reason you're experiencing temporary financial hardship, and see if funding is available for you to provide assistance with your utility bill. Now I'm going to go ahead and touch on energy efficiency as we begin to wrap things up. And one thing I do want to go ahead and bring up is that SDG&E has a wonderful website. Once you go to this website, you won't want to go to any other website other than ElderHelp's. It's SDGE sdg.com/marketplace. Here, it's a very robust website, very easy to use, lots of images, lots of pictures, and it goes through all kinds of different categories on electronics, on major appliances such as clothes washers and dishwashers and pool pumps, etc., air conditioning, furnaces, hot water heaters, and it tells you which ones are more efficient, which ones save more water, which ones save more electricity, more natural gas. Not only that, it tells you what online stores sell them, what the prices are. If for some reason you have a love affair with the Lowe's in Mission Valley, it will tell you what the price is there. It will tell you how much it costs at the Home Depot in San Marcos. It's just a very, very technologically advanced website that gives you information on a lot of different products and services that are out there. So please, by all means, visit sdge.com/marketplace. If something goes on sale, you can create an alert and it will tell you your favorite washing machine is on sale at your favorite Home Depot in Escondido. It will send you an email alert if you set that up. So by all means, visit the site and you will see all the different um, appliances and electronics and everything that's listed there. And I want to go ahead and touch on rebates. Right now, there are some rebates available on appliances, and currently we're offering four. One's on thermostats, pool pumps, gas water heaters, and electric heat pumps. So to know more about them, simply go to sdg.com/rebates. There, you will go ahead and see what stores are offering a point of sale or basically a discount at the cash register. And we will tell you which ones qualify, which ones don't, and which ones and what stores are offering those discounts right at the cash register. And again, it's on smart thermostats, on pool pumps, gas water heaters, and electric ones. But these rebates won't last. If funding lasts, it will go through the end of the year. So please act now. And lastly, I want to tell you about My Account. My Account is another site that's just off the charts. If you are able to, please, please, please create a My Account. My Account is just not a place where you go to go ahead and sign up and pay your bill. No, My Account tells you where your energy is going, what time of the day you're using more. Are you using more gas? Are you using more electric? Are you trending this way or trending that way? If on March 13th of 2018, you want to know how much electricity you used at 10 a.m., it will go ahead and tell you that. It's got a lot of great information, a lot of charts, but they're very, very easy to read and understand. So that, not only that, but if for some reason you want to go ahead and request services, you can do that through My Account. If your bill is due on the 3rd of November, but you just need a few more days and you want to move it to November 8th, you can go into My Account and actually do that and do a one-time change on your due date. All those services are available through My Account. So please go in there and take control and manage your energy. And like I said, if you want to create an alert, you want to create an email or text saying, hey, you're using a little bit more energy than normal this month, or it looks like tomorrow you're going to exceed what you normally use, you can create an alert and through My Account, and it will go ahead and give you that notification to help you take control and manage of your energy consumption. So please go ahead and sign up for My Account. The way to do it, it's very easy. When you go to the homepage of San Diego Gas and Electric, sdge.com, we are trying to point you to sign up for My Account. The directions are right there, right on the homepage. Once you go to My Account, you're going to only want to go to three websites. It's going to be your My Account, it's going to be Marketplace, and of course, the ElderHelp website. So please sign up for My Account. It's basically a personalized, customized SDG&E webpage for you. And also, it's also available in app form. The My Account, you just simply go to the SDG, not to the SDG, but you go to the Google Store, the Apple Store, and just look up SDG&E, and then you will look at. And this app is different than the other app for the power shutoff. So there's two apps. So one is for the power shutoffs, and one is more of a My Account. Okay. And something very important that people often forget is that SDG&E does gas appliance safety checks. You can go ahead and schedule this through My Account, or you can actually go ahead and call us. And we will go ahead and come out and check your gas appliances. Some things, believe it or not, we can actually fix. Now, there is a charge for that, but there's also convenience of us being able to take care of it right then and there. We evaluate for gas leaks, we check your gas appliances, we reheat pilot lights, and this is a no cost. This is no cost. So again, go through My Account to schedule the appointment, or just simply call us at 800-411-7343, 1-800-411-SDGE. And that is the presentation of our programs, services, current initiatives, and policies. So I want to say thank you very, very much to everyone for your time. And Carrie, I'll go ahead and turn it over to you.
Yes, well, thank you, Arnie. That was such a wealth of information. And as you're talking, I'm going, you know how relevant this is for a lot of people who are normally out and about and not at home as much, but now since March, maybe staying at home a little bit more. I know that's my world these days. So having the option of managing on My Account and being able to see where we're spending more of our energy is very valuable among all the other programs that you offer. So thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing all of that with us. I know I definitely learned a lot today. So we appreciate that. And I am just going to go through, see if there are any questions. So if anybody does have a question, please feel free to use the raising of your hand feature and type it in, and we'll be able to answer those. So it looks like one question coming in. I think I answered the one about ElderHelp services. So the other one is in regards to the ESA program. Is there an ESA program for everyone is the question.
Yes, there is a program pretty much for everyone. The only time you would not qualify for it, well, there's two reasons why you may not qualify for it. One may be because you don't meet the income guidelines. But another reason that you may not qualify for it is because, let's say you rent and you just moved in there 6 months ago. But then 9 months ago, ESA was in there. So a few years have to go by before you become eligible for the ESA program. So that's another thing. We also have one that's very specific to mobile homes. So if you live in a mobile home, they'll go ahead and refer you to the mobile home program that we also have available. So that's why it's even more important to go ahead and sign up for the ESA program, because first you'll find out if you're eligible. If you're in a mobile home, we'll say no, but we'll refer you to the mobile home program. So the only downside is if you don't sign up for the ESA program. So please sign up for it. The worst thing that we can say is no, and the best thing that can happen is that we say yes. We come out and we retrofit your home, make it more comfortable, and help you start saving money.
Great, thank you. And it looks like just a follow up to that. So the ESA programs do have that income criteria. Is that
Yes.
correct for all of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That answers that.
With the exception, yes. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. And then another question coming in about rebates on mini splits included in the heat pump incentive. So I think our rebates on mini splits included in the heat pump incentive.
I'm sorry, when you say mini splits, are you talking about HVAC systems? Because if you I hate to do this, but if you go ahead and go to the website under rebates, sdg.com/rebates, there it'll say list. And when you click on that hyperlink list, it will tell you what systems are eligible. So if it's not on that list, there's not a rebate for it.
Okay.
If you don't see split systems there, because there's two different types of heat pump systems. There's splits and non-splits. It will be listed there. So if it's not there, then there's not a rebate on that.
Okay. Great. And then the only last question that's coming in so far is how often is the level pay plan readjusted?
It is readjusted every 3 months, and it's done. And instead of waiting 6 months or a year, it's done more periodically. So there are no shocks, there's no surprises. That's the reason for it. So it may fluctuate, maybe $5 up or or the other direction. So if there's going to be fluctuations, we want them to be very, very small. That's why the adjustment is done every 3 months. So analysis is done every 3 months for that reason, so you don't have any shocks, and we try to keep the dollar amount as close to being the same as possible.
Okay, great. Thank you. I'm going to finish up one more slide and see if anybody else has any follow-up questions before we end. Just to keep in mind, everyone, we have a couple of other upcoming family caregiver webinars, so please save the date. November 19th will be coping with grief, and December 10th will be managing resistance. So I'll send out more information about those as we get closer, but feel free to save the date in the meantime. And just in case anybody doesn't have readily available ElderHelp's contact information, I'll leave that on the screen. Please feel free to reach out if you do have any questions. If you think of something after the fact today, of course, SDG&E and Arnie pointed out a lot of great resources through their website, so you can contact them directly. But if you feel like you don't have that information or want to check with us first, you can always feel free to contact us, and we'd be happy to connect you with other resources as well. So with that, it doesn't look like there's any other questions coming in. So thank you, Arnie, again for your time this morning, and thank you everybody for being with us, and hopefully you'll share this message with others in your family as well who could benefit.
All right, Carrie, thank you so much again for arranging this, and everyone have a wonderful rest of your week. And again, this was not just a presentation, this was a call to action and a call to go ahead and share this information. So again, a big thanks to ElderHelp for providing this platform.
Well, thank you. We're happy to be a partner with SDG&E, so thanks for all that you do as well.
Thanks.